Hello everyone. In this video, we will go through the lab setup. So let's begin. On the screen, we can see a diagram. I have two nodes, storage node 1 and storage node 2. Storage node 1 means GlusterFS server 1 and storage node 2 means GlusterFS server 2. Okay. And each server has 10 gig of hard disk, and using those storage, we will prepare or make another volume which would be gluster_vol0, and this is the client from where we will be accessing this volume. Now let's go to the command line and see things. These are the servers that we had used in our earlier lab, and they are two CentOS 8 machines, and this is CentOS 7. Perfect. Now, to view the information about the block devices, we can use a very simple command, and that is lsblk. This would reveal information regarding the block devices that are associated with the system. We can see, as mentioned in the diagram, SDB has 10 gig of hard disk, and SDD has 10 gig of hard disk as well. We can cross-reference here. SDB, dev SDB, 10 gig hard disk, dev SDD, 10 gig of hard disk. Perfect. Now, currently both the hard disks are empty and they have not been formatted with any file system, so we cannot store any data. So the first approach would be formatting it with a proper file system. Okay. Instead of going with normal Linux partition, I would prefer to go with LVM, because in the future, if there would be a need that we need to add a volume or shrink the volume, then we can do easily with LVM. Okay, so I will format the disk with LVM, and formatting disks with LVM is a 3-step process, and they are: number 1, PV, number 2, VZ, and number 3, LV. PV means physical volume, VZ means volume group, and LV means logical volume. So the process would be, first of all, you have to create the disk as physical volume, and then you have to join that hard disk into a volume group, and using that volume group, you would create one or multiple logical volumes. Perfect. Now let's create this disk of physical volume. Before that, let's check if this disk is already a part of the physical volume. It could be, so let's verify. And the command to verify that is pvs. There is no any mention of SDB, so it's clear that SDB is not a part of physical volume. Now let's make SDB a physical volume, and to do that we have a very simple command, and that is pvcreate. Pvcreate means physical volume create, and we have to supply the path of the disk dev SDB and hit enter. The output shows that it's now a physical volume. Let's do the same thing in another server as well. The output shows that the physical volume has been successfully created. Okay. Now let's move to number 2. Before that, we can verify about this physical volume, and SDD is a part of physical volume now. And P size means physical volume size. P free means physical volumes free space. And we can see that we have a size of 10 gig, and out of 10 gig, entire partition is, or the entire space is free. Perfect. Now let's move to number 2, and the number 2 is creating volume group. And like pvcreate, we have to give vzcreate here. Vzcreate means volume group create. And after this, we have to supply a name that is compatible for us. And for this lab, I would like to give GFS underscore VZ0. This is the volume group that I'm going to create. And after this, we have to give the name of the physical volume which we want to make the part of this volume group. And here we have to give dev SDB. Now if we hit PVS, we can see that the physical volume dev SDB is a part of volume group GFS underscore VZ0. Okay, and there's another command as well, VGS volume group show, and here we can see that there's a volume group now GFS underscore VZ0, and inside this volume group there is one physical volume. Okay, and the size of the volume group is 10 gig, and out of that 10 gig, entire space is free. Okay, nice. Now let's do the same thing in another server. VZ0 dev SDB. Okay, now GFS underscore VZ0 has been successfully created. A new volume group has been created, and if I do PVS, I can see dev SDB is a part of GFS underscore vol0, and if I do VGS, I can see that GFS underscore VZ0 has been created, and one physical volume is inside GFS underscore VZ0, and the size of the volume group is 10 gig, and out of 10 gig the entire space is free. Perfect. Now let's go to the third and the final one, and that is creating logical volume. As preview create VG create, there's another command, and that is LV create, and using LV create we can create logical volume. And first I will write down the command and then I'll explain. LV create, as I explained, it's the command to create LVM. L means it's the extent, physical extent, or P is, and 100% free means using this volume group create a logical volume GFS underscore LV0 and use all the space that is available in this volume group. Okay, I'd like to repeat again. It means use this volume group and create this logical volume and use 100% space that is available in this volume group. Okay, now if I hit LVS logical volume show, then we can see GFS underscore LV0 is a logical volume, and this is the volume group, and the size of the logical volume is 10. Okay, and if I do VGS, there's nothing interesting, and the only thing that is interesting is there is 0 space free. It means the LVM or the logical volume occupied the entire space. Okay, let's repeat the same thing on other server. For that I will use LV create -L means physical extent, 100% free, it means use all the space, -N means give it a name, LV GFS underscore LV0. By the way, you can use any name you like, GFS underscore LV0, and after this name of the physical volume group GFS underscore VZ0, and hit enter. It's showing me this warning because I had used this hard disk and created one primary partition in the past, so because of that it's throwing me error. Actually it's really safe, no need to worry. I'll just hit Y and press enter. You can see logical volume has been created, and if I do LVS logical volume show, then we can see there's one logical volume, and the logical volume is associated with this volume group. and the size of that logical volume is 10 gig. And if I do VGS, then we can see there is no free space in the volume group now. Okay. Now another thing is, till now we have built LBM partitions. Now we need to format the LBM partitions with appropriate file system so that we can store data. And for that I will use ext4 because ext4 is the most stable one. So I'm using ext4. Instead of mkfs.ext4, you can simply use -t and ext4, whichever way you prefer. mkfs means make file system. Make file system with ext4, and after that we have to give the path of the logical volume. All the devices reside inside /dev, and inside /dev name of the volume group first. Volume group, and inside that volume group logical volume. Name of the volume group is GFS_VG0, and inside this volume group the logical volume is GFS_LV0, and hit enter. Here it means first volume group, then logical volume. There's another way you can copy paste, and that is LV display. From here you can directly copy paste. If you are having hard time remembering the names, then you can simply copy paste from here, no issues. Okay, and let's make, first of all let's clear this. If I do LV display, and we can see this is the logical volume that we had created. Okay, and to format it with ext4, I'll use mkfs. I used dot in the earlier one, so I'll use -t and ext4. I'll provide the full path. Okay, and hit enter. Something is wrong here. Let's check. I think the trailing slash has caused problem. Yes. Now if I hit lsblk here, I will be able to see SDD GFS_VG0, the volume group, logical volume 10 gig. And if I do here lsblk, excuse me, we can see GFS VG0, GFS LB0 10 gig. Alright. To be able to access the file system, we have to mount the logical volume somewhere. Okay. For that, I am going to create a directory. I'm going to give the name gluster_mount. Likewise, I'm going to give the similar name here, mkdir gluster_mount. Alright. Now we have to mount the logical volume in this location. And for mounting, I have to use mount path of the logical volume dev GFS_VG0 LV0 and gluster_mount. And here mount dev GFS_VG0 GFS_LV0 gluster_mount. Perfect. And if I do df-ht, then I can see the location, the path of the logical volume, the file system, the size, the mounting folder. Alright. Likewise, if I hit df-ht here, and I can see the logical volume, the file system, the mounted location, and the size of the hard disk. If we reboot the machine, then this mount would go away. So to mount it permanently, we have to edit something in a particular location, and that is etc fstab. So let's go to that location first. Before that, I'm going to unmount the current logical volume. Umount if I do df-h, then I can't see the mounted point has removed. And if I do umount /mount df-st, there is no any mounted folder. Now let's go to fstab. At the bottom, I'll write dev gfs underscore vz0 gfs underscore lv0. Way to mount this: cluster underscore mount. Name of the file system is ext4 defaults 00. Likewise, dev gfs underscore vz0, the volume group name gfs underscore lv0. Way to mount this: cluster underscore mount ext4, the file system with which we formatted the logical volume, defaults 00. And if we hit mount -a, this would reload the fstab file. It did not throw any error, so I am assuming that everything has worked successfully. And if I do df-st, then I can see the folder. I can see the logical volume mounted into this folder. If I do mount -a, okay, I'm glad that I saw this error. Now let's go to fstab again. Dev gfs vz0 gfs lv0 cluster mount defaults. Okay, I think I did a typo here. I think it should work, but I'm glad that I saw this error. Mount -a, perfect. Now the logical volume has been mounted to this location. And if I go here and test.txt, I can echo into it. Let's try to write something into it. Echo, this is a test file, test.txt, and care the content. Fine. If I remove the file, will it work? Yes. Let's do the same thing in this server as well. Cluster mount and touch frame.txt, echo hello. Perfect. So this is it for the video. Thank you for watching. See you in next one.